So I am Stefano and I am the head of monitoring, evaluation and learning of IIED, which is the International Institute for Environment and Development. We are a think tank which have been working on sustainable development for the last 40 years, since 1971, and it's based in London. And we have been working on these issues on evaluation and SDGs over the last 3 years with many partners. Evaluation is one tool, but the other very, very important tool is Agenda 2030. Because there is a lot of talking about the SDGs and we are all committed to achieving the goal, but the reality is that sometimes it is difficult in policy making to address all the 17 goals at the same time. So the value of Agenda 2030 goes way beyond the goals, the 169 target and 240 indicators. It actually lies in the principles that underpin the agenda. And these principles are not explicit in Agenda 2030, but you can hear them by reading the agenda. So the work that we have done with partners has been to try to pull out, to come up together with some definitions of the principles that could help to evaluate national policies in light of the SDGs and in light of Agenda 2030. How can we identify those priorities that can have a knock-on effect at the country level to put different countries in the right trajectory towards sustainable development? So it's not just about evaluating all the 17 SDGs, it's rather trying to understand what can we learn from national policy in addressing a particular SDGs about the rest. What are the trade-offs and synergies between the different goals? How can we use the principles underpinning Agenda 2030 to develop better evaluation by enriching evaluation criteria and evaluative questions? So I think today we have heard some great experiences, because these are two real-world experiences from two countries which are very different, which have very, very different challenges and two very different trajectories towards sustainable development. We have Finland, which has a very well-established indicator system in place, and we have Nigeria, which is a massive country from the global south with a very important decentralized system. So how can we actually learn from two countries which are very, very different? And I think the one lesson is that evaluation of the SDGs is going to look different in different contexts. But there will be similarities, and the similarities are around the questions that we want to address when we do the evaluation. The similarities are not about methods to conduct evaluation, but are actually about the design of evaluation. How can the principles of the agenda enrich our investigation by making us think about the importance of the different principles?